All right, folks, we are back. Episode 2 of The Back Row.
Where me and DJ have sat ourselves firmly in the back row of the theater.
Yep. And for those just tuning in for episode 2, I am DJ.
And I am Jacob.
And this is The Back Row.
And I am the host that you will like more than him.
I don't know. I feel like you're more bad cop and I'm more good cop, and everybody likes good cop better.
I don't know. I feel like people are like bad cop better.
No, they fear him.
Good.
All right. Real quick, I just want to apologize for not getting a podcast up last month. I know, that's okay. It's just because you're the bad cop.
It's because I got stuff to do.
We're all adults here at college, I think. I don't know. I haven't met everyone.
One thing I will say, like dropping the whole bad cop shtick, like the bit that we were just doing, dropping that for a second, is I did not expect to have so many people like actually listen to it. Like on Facebook, it was like 40-something people listen to it.
And like we had no expectations when we started doing this, so that's great. Like whoever, whenever, whatever, like we'll take it. We love the support.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
We've been hearing a couple good things from people in various classes, but that's thank you so much.
Yeah.
This is what we want. It's just
like good or bad, like we don't care as long as like someone, as long as you're getting something out of it. Like I don't,
as long as you don't like hurt my feelings.
Yeah. Like don't like we are the only podcast per Trident Tech.
I'm a weak little baby boy. Don't make me cry.
With your baby face.
My little baby face.
But yeah. Yeah, thank you guys, and
there went our producer Fernanda.
Yep.
Is she your? I'd say she's the producer.
I mean, yeah.
But
also El Presidente.
El Presidente.
President of our little club.
The Society of Broadcasters, SOB.
And really, she got 10 Live off the ground by herself.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'd say she is our producer.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Wears many hats.
There's many hats. Well, you and I only wear one kind of
hat. What? If that's an inside joke, I'm not in on it.
Anyway, but yes, thank you so much for listening and tuning in. And I was told before recording that we have to do 2 episodes this month because we missed last month.
Yep.
And I was told that I agreed to it, and I was looking over my contract.
That doesn't exist.
And I never saw anything.
Because it doesn't exist.
Well, then, what am I doing here? I don't need this.
All right.
Bye. You can carry this podcast by yourself.
Okay.
I'm actually going to get some more.
All right.
So just introduce.
All right, I got it.
Just introduce what we're talking about today.
All this is going to need to be cut.
It's not going to need to be cut. You don't need to cut this. This is comedy gold. This is what the
I'm not laughing.
Well, no, it's because you're
You
annoying.
just got up and walked out of the room while we're not even 5 minutes in.
Yeah.
And you're just walking away.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What am I doing with my life? I feel like one of those women that marries someone that they don't know, and like halfway through they're like, oh my god, what have I done? But yeah, to make up for not having an episode in July, we will be coming at you with 2 episodes this month, this being the first one. Oh good, you're back. I wasn't sure if you were coming.
I was gone for like 5 seconds.
You guess what?
What?
I held this all by myself.
Wow, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, that's the deal. I'm happy to be back. Are you?
I'm pretty happy to be sitting back in my chair.
Awfully
Here
far
in the
away
back
from
row.
the mic.
Yeah, it's because I'm in the back row.
Why'd you touch my leg?
It was right there.
You can't resist my ham hocks.
Anyway, what is our topic today, DJ?
Jaws. One of the greatest cinematic masterpieces.
Jaws. You know, I actually watched that movie over and over and over again for my film as art class because I had to do it as a critique. So I watched it like 1,000 times in like over the span of like a week.
Cool. I watch it every year.
I watch it.
Although, you know what sucks? I haven't watched it this year. Like, okay, that's my summer movie. Like, as soon as summer sets in, I'm like,
You gotta
Jaws
watch
time.
it. Summer is almost over.
I have 2 weeks of summer this year.
Then you gotta watch it.
I'm gonna watch it tomorrow, and hopefully I'll be able to go to the beach after watching it, and then I'll just sit there on the coast.
Like Brody looking
Yeah.
for the shark.
Yeah.
And then when the shark attacks, you'll get that Hitchcock zoom face.
Yeah. Did you ever hear that story that Richard Dreyfuss told about him and Spielberg?
No.
Okay, so this was probably like 10 years ago or something.
Yeah.
Richard Dreyfuss said that his family and Spielberg's family went to the beach together.
Yeah.
And while everybody else is out playing in the ocean, him
Yeah.
and Spielberg are like, just like ankle deep, picking up the water, splashing it on themselves because they know if they go out there, they're gonna get eaten. That's revenge for making Jaws. It's like, I don't know. He tells it way better in the interview, but I just love that little story.
That's pretty funny. Anyway, yeah, Jaws. To keep us on track, we actually have bullet points today.
Yay!
We're gonna talk about
Productivity.
what's our first bullet point?
Intro the movie.
We did. That's check. Clicky do. Check. Click your pen. Cross that off.
All right.
We did it. I'm the best host there ever was. Look at that peak.
It's just one peak, not a twin peak. I know. I just opened Pandora's box.
I love Twin Peaks. Look what you did. Look what you did.
I'm teasing.
Have you ever watched any more of that?
I think I watched episode 6.
It's great.
I'm still not into it.
No.
You know what? Riverdale is a lot like Twin Peaks. Have I told you that?
Twin Peaks is first though.
Yeah.
But like,
That's why I said Riverdale is like Twin Peaks,
Okay.
not the other way around.
yeah.
I know what precedes what. Okay. So, yeah.
What's our brief overview of the movie?
I mean-
what is written down.
Why have you not seen Jaws? Like, why do we even have to do this?
Don't be a jerk now.
I'm just like, it legitimately is not. Okay, I have family members that have not seen Jaws. They refuse to watch it because they think it's too scary. And I can't wrap my head around the fact that no one has ever seen Jaws. Like, it's a staple. Like, it's okay. It's a rite of passage. I'll take it that far.
You're gonna take it that far?
I'll take it that far.
I don't know if I take.
If
it
you
that
can't, you cannot respect, love, and fear the beach, the ocean, if you have not seen Jaws.
far. I love sharks like a lot.
Yeah.
Like I actually know quite a bit about sharks. No, I'm not like an expert shark man, scientist boy, but I know some stuff. I know a lot of stuff.
And things.
Anyway, for
Carl.
those of you Anyway, for those of you who have not seen the video.
All right, tell the kids what it's about.
Well, first I actually do want to do a quick little thing. I actually was wondering the budget and the box office gross.
Now, compared to today, it's nothing like what it is now. Yeah.
$8 million is the budget.
Yep. Now
It's an
they
estimated
they actually went over. I think it started out 5, but because of production delays and technical difficulties, they had to up the budget, which it was met with a lot of pushback by the studio.
Mm-hmm.
But most of that stuff worked out to the movie's advantage.
Yeah.
Like, because the shark wouldn't work, that's why we don't see it as much. But it also builds suspense.
Yes, that's what makes it so effective.
Yep.
So like the budget is an estimated $8 million, and the box office gross for Jaws was $260 million.
Now, I don't think that's an accurate number because they weren't really measuring that type of stuff back then.
You don't think they?
No,
I don't know.
okay.
I believe it.
I believe it's more than that.
You think it's more?
Yeah.
No, man. I believe that. How much is that? In their
Does
budget?
that
That's like-
include
that's at
include home
least,
video
like,
sales?
That's over tripling the budget. It does not.
That-
no, because
no.
that's the box office. The home video sale has nothing to do with the box office, DJ.
So that's just the original run.
Yeah.
Back in from 1975 to 1977,
Yes.
because Jaws was in theaters for over a year.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Got it.
that's the budget. Like
Cool.
They did they more than tripled their budget. Like they made a killing.
Punny.
It's about a 2-hour long movie. It's a little over 2 hours. It's
Yeah.
a little over 2 hours, and
You're right. It is over 2 hours, and it's awesome. Like every second is worth watching.
Oh yeah,
Like even okay, so
I will to save on time, so we can actually talk about what we want to talk about
and not get sidetracked like last time.
I have brought up the most accurate and most credible source for any information
Say
on the
it.
internet,
Say it.
and it's Wikipedia. It's Wikipedia. All right, I'm gonna read you the entire plot off of Wikipedia, and if you don't want spoilers, I will tell you when to stop listening, and we'll put a little time code. Excuse me.
What in the
Put a
world?
little time code down at the bottom that you can skip to, in case you don't want spoilers for. A
Wait,
movie
who's
that
gonna be
came out
doing
in the
this?
70s. Our new engineer.
Which we haven't met yet. We haven't agreed on anything.
I'm just gonna.
We haven't even conversed.
No, when we
whether-
meet him, this is getting it dumped on him.
Trial by fire.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey Earl, how's it going? Is that his name? It's Earl, right?
Yeah.
Hey Earl, how's it going?
His name is Earl.
His name is Earl. I was gonna make that joke too. I wanted him to introduce me and him say, "My name is Earl," and be like, "Ha." Anywho, the plot reads: during a late night beach party on Amity Island, a young woman goes swimming in the ocean.
You're literally reading off the internet. What is
Well,
the story time?
While treading water, she is violently
Still
pulled
going.
under. The next morning, her partial remains are found on the shore.
They can just look this up themselves. We don't have. They're not children. We don't have to read the story. We tell them, hey, movie opens with this drunk teenage party on the beach. A girl dies, and then you know.
Okay, right. And then you got Hooper, the shark scientist. I forget it. This is like a marine
Okay.
biologist.
So Chief Brody, our main character, is the
The police
chief of
Am-
police of this tiny island community.
Amity Island. It's in the New England area, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere around there.
I think so too. And he knows like it's a shark, even though at first they're like, yeah, it's a shark. Oh no, it's not a shark. Oh hey, we caught the shark. No, that's not the shark. So he brings in Matt Hooper, who is like Jake said, a shark or marine.
He's a marine
biologist
but
expert.
He mostly studies sharks.
Yeah.
I forget the name he gives, but
Carcharodon carcharias.
that's
the great white.
That's the scientific name. I'm trying to remember the name of what Hooper specifically said he was.
Oh. I don't remember.
That's what I was trying to remember, DJ.
Well, can you remember, or should we move on?
No, I'm sure like
No to
in the middle-
which?
Hmm?
No to which? I gave you two options, and you just said no.
No to both. We're done. Podcast
I'm not.
is over.
You're not a girl. I'm not asking you where you want to eat.
Podcast is over. I'm not moving on. We're done.
We're breaking up. But yeah, Matt Hooper. We can't remember what he did exactly, but he's brought in and he's like, no, the tiger shark that you guys caught is not the right one. You guys are dealing with a great white, Carcharodon carcharias.
Yeah.
And he's like, you need help, because this is not going to stop anytime soon. But the mayor, who's like, no, we can't. I don't care how many people are dying. We're keeping these beaches open because I'm a disgusting sleazeball politician.
I think one of my favorite lines that the mayor says is he says, if you yell barracuda, everybody's going to say, what? Huh? If you yell shark, then you got a panic on our hands.
Yeah, but I mean, Okay, to me, he's the primary antagonist of the movie because he let people die.
I would say that it's the shark.
And only until after his son dies does he...
It wasn't his son that died.
It was. His son got threatened, his son's life. No, I didn't say he died.
Yes, you did. You just said after
no.
his son died.
Almost died.
No, you didn't say almost. You said
I think
after
I
his son died.
Maybe. Maybe I messed up, but
did.
I can admit that. I'll correct myself.
Correct yourself.
After
right
his son almost died,
now. Good.
did the mayor change his mind and let Chief Brody get a small team of men together and go hunt the shark that's been killing people?
But that line, though, is a really good line.
So yeah, with after the mayor finally agrees to let Brody hunt the shark.
Well, like,
Does
why
he
would
get-
you want to shut down your beach town at the most, like, at the height of when it would be? Like,
Because
I
people are
understand his
dying.
no, I understand his reasoning, but I don't agree with it. Like, does that make sense? That I understand where he's coming from, but he's still incorrect. Like,
Yes.
Yeah. Like, I
mean, this-
understand.
yeah.
I understand fully what he is saying. Is like, we need this revenue to keep afloat during
Mm-hmm.
the winter. But at the same time, if there is a shark killing people, what are you going to do? But also, in a realistic standpoint, in a realistic world, like in real life, a shark attack is an isolated incident. The fact that this, this is a movie, so of course they have to have this giant shark keep coming back and eating people. But in real life, sharks don't just run up and eat people.
Yeah.
Sharks are real sad.
No, their dietary needs are very specific. They don't like the taste of humans.
Like, they think we're seals, and then I
Yeah.
always loved imagining.
That's
the
why
shark.
most attacks are accidents.
bites.
It's like people on surfboards or in kayaks.
Yeah.
Once they do get a taste, they're like, "Ooh, this is not seal. This is not fish."
What I always think in my head, it always makes me laugh, is the shark like takes a bite and he's like, oh my God, you're not food. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh, you're bleeding real bad. Oh my, I thought you were a seal. Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. I mean, I'm gonna go. I'm so sorry.
I feel like that should be animated somehow. Hey, if any of you animation majors wanna drop a little awesome cartoon, that would be fantastic.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I mean, you're bleeding real bad. Oh gosh. Oh jeez. Oh no. I gotta.
I'm just gonna go.
I'm just gonna go. I'm so sorry.
God bless.
God bless. Fish God bless.
Aquaman bless.
Aquaman bless. But yeah, they'll that's what they do. And
Yep.
so if in a real life situation and I was the mayor and he's like, hey, this guy was killed by a shark, I'd be like, that is sad.
Well, no, because that
But-
wouldn't happen today. Because like as soon as sharks are spotted in water, like an alert goes out. Like,
Yeah.
they don't close the beach, but hey, shark warning.
You're like, hey, there is a shark around. Back then.
Probably
it's like,
best not to go swimming. Yeah, they were tough back then. Like, what do you mean? It's a fish. It's not gonna hurt you. It's just a little fish.
ain't gonna do anything.
You're not gonna die. You're not gonna get eaten or bit.
Unless it's a tiger shark. Because tiger sharks will eat anything you put in front of them.
Yep, they are a garbage can
Like,
of a monster of a sea creature,
yeah, like they are disgusting.
as we saw in Jaws.
Oh yeah, they caught a tiger shark in Jaws and he was cut open.
Yep, and they
Got a
found a
license.
Louisiana license plate all the way down in the Gulf. So, I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
Like, I wish I could travel like a shark.
I think
Go to Mardi Gras and then swim back up
go
to
to Mardi Gras. And
yeah. You know, I want to hear some jazz.
Sharky Gras. Anyway, finish up the plot
Yep.
so I
So
can get to what I want to talk about.
after getting the permission from the mayor, Chief Brody gets Mr. Hooper and Mr. Quint together to go hunt themselves a shark.
Yep.
And this is where I would say, you know, some of the most memorable stuff. Memorable.
Especially the line.
Yeah, a lot of the I can't even say it. Most
Memorable.
memorable parts of the movie occur. We have when Brody's chumming the water and the shark comes up and we actually see it real good for the first time. It's like, hey, we're gonna need a bigger boat. And then there's the the dining scene where they're sitting around having some beers,
That's like they're sitting around having some beers and some liquor and getting drunk and
comparing scars, doing what
swapping
men do.
stories. Yeah, us manly men.
Well, I mean, yeah, I've compared scars, but I'm not like.
Yeah, look at all these scars I got on this one hand.
I have, what's weird? I have scars on my face. I have like a bunch. I have one on my eyebrow, one right here, one right here.
That's weird.
We're doing it right now. We are so meta.
I never even noticed.
You haven't noticed this big one? Like coming straight down like that?
No.
Yeah. I kind of wish it had a little line in it so I'd look like Harry Potter. I'm the man who lived.
But they're swapping stories.
And Quint has a really good story about being on the USS Indianapolis, which is a real story.
Mm-hmm.
But, he's not a real character, so it's not...
But it is a real story about a war.
Yes. World War II, USS Indianapolis, which was hit by enemy torpedo, went down. All the crew went into the water, and sharks just started picking them off one by one. It's a real tragic story.
Let me see if I can find that quote that he says during. He's talking. And there's a lot of great. That whole monologue of him telling
absolutely.
about what happened. Is
like if I was gonna audition to be an actor, that's what I would.
Oh yeah.
I would do my monologue.
He said.
Yeah. While you're looking that up, I'm gonna continue with the.
Yeah, it was
the
a
plot.
Japanese submarine slammed 2 torpedoes into our side. Where is it? One of the other things he says is it's like a doll's eyes.
Yes, the eyes. It's like, have you ever looked into a shark's eyes? It's like a doll's eyes.
Black.
Oh, there's the thing. So 1,100 men went into the water. 316 men come out, and the sharks took the rest.
That's it.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking about earlier.
June 29th, 1945.
All right, we'll talk about that in just a second. But okay, so with them hunting the shark, it gets crazy. The shark is very strong. They try to subdue it, but it can't be. It's a 25-foot shark, which is unheard of.
Mm-hmm.
It's very unnatural.
It's giant.
So
Gigante. And there's our boy Randy.
Mr. Hooper, yeah. Mr. Hooper decides to get into the shark cage and try to tranquilize the shark.
After the shark beats up their boat
and destroys the engine, so they're stuck in the water. It doesn't go very well. Hooper the shark just smashes the crap out of the cage, and Hooper is forced to flee. But he's got scuba gear on, so I think he hides in a coral reef or something.
Yeah, he hides behind some rocks. In the book, he dies.
Yeah, he does. I'm glad they didn't though, because Richard Dreyfuss is too cool of an actor.
I'm
to
glad
kill.
they didn't do a lot of the things that Hooper did in the book.
Like sleep with Brody's wife.
Yeah, did I tell you about that?
I don't think so. I think I just
I
knew. Maybe you did.
No, I think I told you.
Maybe we talked about it.
We did talk about that. Yeah, we did, because in the book, Hooper sleeps with Brody's wife, and it's real sad, because he cries after.
Wait. So he's one of those types of guys?
Yeah.
Wow, that brings a whole nother side to the character that I didn't need to know.
It's a really good book.
He's like, oh, I'm so sorry. It's so special.
No, that's not it.
What?
No, it was. I don't.
You said he cries after he has sex with Martin's wife.
Yeah, but it's weird.
It's gonna be weird if you cry after sex. There's something wrong with you.
Okay, you need to.
I'm just saying,
we're cutting
I think all the ladies in the audience would agree with me, eh?
No, we're cutting that.
No, I want it. I want it in. I'll fight you on this.
Cutting it out.
I want it in.
No, DJ. You can have an uncut version. How about that?
I wonder what else is uncut.
Uncut special edition DVD.
Mr. Hooper? Now that needs to be cut. Okay, fine. Cut me up.
But
Where would we stop that? Just after?
Just after he gets in the shark cage and hides behind the coral reef.
Do you want to talk about him sleeping with the wife?
No, I wanted to talk about that.
So start it over? Say that thing where he's like, I'm happy they didn't do a lot of the stuff they did.
Oh yeah, I'm happy they didn't do a lot of the stuff that he did in the book, because frankly I found him unlikable in the book. He's just kind of a jerk, if I remember correctly. It's been forever since I read the book, which is odd. It's just funny because I watched the movie like dozens and dozens of times, but I've only read the book like once or twice. And I haven't read a book in a long time, but unless you count the backwards books, them Japanese backwards books. But what he in the book he sleeps with Brody's wife.
No wonder he dies in the book.
Yeah, he does die in the book, violently, after the shark cage is destroyed.
Good. I mean, good for the book character. If they did that in the real movie, I wouldn't have been very happy.
Yeah. Yeah, he got to live in the movie.
Yay.
But yeah, and then you do the classic smile, you son of a boom. With the
Why did they cut that out though? Like in the actual movie, they cut out the B word, and I never understood why.
I think it's more effective. Honestly. Like, smile, you son of a... Like, you know, like, your mind...
So the other way would be smile, you SOB. Yeah, you're right. It's better the other way.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so that's the movie. You know, Martin and Hooper survive. They
swim back to Amity.
That's gotta be. I mean
That was a tough swim.
Yeah.
Plus, after like, oh yeah, there's probably
so no food, no water. You're miles out to sea, and you gotta swim back.
Yep.
I would have just given up.
I'm going to drown.
We beat the shark. Yay! Bye.
Bye. It's time to drown.
Time to die.
But so there was a lot of production troubles during this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Good old Bruce.
Yeah.
Tell them the story about Bruce.
Oh yeah. Okay. So because they were having so much trouble, Mr. Spielberg decided to name the shark, and at the time he had a lawyer that he didn't like very well, and because the shark was making his life nearly unbearable, because it just would not work, he decided to name the shark after his lawyer. So now we have Bruce the shark.
And then that's a direct reference, like Finding Nemo, the Great White is named Bruce.
Yeah.
It's a little Jaws reference.
Yay.
How fun is that?
Homage.
Not an homage.
Kind of.
No, an homage would be like a similar scene. Not like...
So it's a reference.
Yeah, it's a reference.
Okay.
Like, for example, like there's a lot of characters named after bands in JoJo, but they're not homages to the band. It's a reference. You know what I mean? Why are you shaking your head?
Why'd you have to bring that stuff into this?
I'm using it as a reference point.
I don't know. You asked if I know, and I don't know. I feel like that needs to be cut.
What?
JoJo.
Why does JoJo need to be cut?
Because I don't like it.
This one's gonna be real cut up.
Yeah, it's gonna be a butcher job.
Good thing you work in the meat department.
That is true.
Hey.
Although I don't do any cutting.
Oh.
Just cleaning mostly, packaging, stocking, pricing.
Anyway.
So much cleaning.
Because Bruce.
So much blood.
Because Bruce had so much trouble, it actually made a lot of the scenes more effective.
Yeah, originally the movie was supposed to feature the shark a lot more. But it worked. The difficulties worked to the movie's advantage.
Yeah, because you only got to really see the shark at the end of the movie. Because that's probably when they were getting it to work the best, is those certain scenes where you can actually see it.
Now, something that's way different than it is today is the budget for the movie.
What do you mean?
Like today, most movies, like even like bottom of the barrel that's going to come out, any type of theatrical release, it's got to be,
Wikipedia says the budget was $9 million and the box office was $470.
Well, remember, when they did Jaws, the original budget changed because of the difficulties.
Yeah.
They went months and months over their scheduled deadline. So it makes sense that budget would kind of rack up.
Yeah.
But yeah, 9,000 to make Jaws. When compared to today, you'll rarely see a movie in theaters for less than 40, 50 million.
Yeah, Evil Dead was like 125,000.
Clerks was 27,575.
Y'all up to no good. I don't know what y'all doing.
We're trying to record content for 10 Live.
Y'all up to no good. I'm teasing. Thank y'all for a great semester.
Thank you.
I really appreciate the
Thanks for ruining our recording session.
Oh, we're gonna have to cut that too.
Yep. But so much hacking we gotta do in these episodes.
I'm so enthused. Anyway, back to it. Cut that out too.
So we have the what's the because he had so much technical difficulties, it works in the advantage, because when you don't see this shark and you just see what it's doing and just the sheer destruction that this one thing is causing, like it pulls a dock off the thing, it pulls this woman underwater and just thrashes her everywhere like she's just a puppet, like a doll, like just thrashing her
It's an
around.
unstoppable killing machine.
Yeah,
Until the very end of the movie.
when it's a stoppable killing machine. And it goes kaboom, kablooey. But like when you can't see the shark, but you know it's there, it uses a lot of great POV, uses a great, it builds a lot of, the great thing about Jaws is that it builds so much suspense and it builds a lot of great atmosphere because the shark, you can't see it, so you're just as blind as the other characters, who can't see the shark. For example, the girl in
The imagination, I think Hitchcock said, the imagination is the greatest.
What people imagine can scare them far greater than what I can show them. It's something.
Yeah.
It's something like
Along those lines, yeah. People's imaginations terrifies more than what I can show them.
Yeah, something along
Yeah.
those lines where it's like whatever you can imagine in your head is.
It's
probably
gonna be worse.
It's gonna be way scarier than what.
So it's like it's like a child's fear of like going to the doctor or the dentist or something. Like you imagine like this crazy person's gonna take a drill and like hurt your mouth and your teeth, but when you get there, just, he like cleans them up.
Yeah, you just
And if you don't have any cavities, then you're good to go.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
What if you
Like also fear the dark.
Yeah, because the fear of the dark is what is in the dark. You have no clue what could be in the dark, or what. And that's what the fear of the dark is because what could it be in there? And then, I love it. Like it's some of the most effective filmmaking ever. That you could have these moments where it's like that moment, the first kill, the first chick, when she's just being thrashed about by something she can't see, we can't see it, she doesn't know what's going on, we don't know what's going on, and she's just being thrashed about and then finally just being pulled under.
It's
just silent water.
It's a really powerful scene.
Buoy ringing, floating. It's very
Yeah.
Ooh.
Getting the willies over there?
A little bit of the willies. Ooh.
It's just good filmmaking.
It's
Great storytelling. That's why it's such a classic.
Oh yeah.
And not only that, but it's still revered today.
Oh yeah, it's one of the greatest movies.
Spielberg I don't think he's ever made a bad movie.
Yes, he has.
What?
AI.
That's a very touching movie. I saw that when I was little.
I seen it done better than that.
I'm not asking you to compare it, but it's not bad.
On its own, it's not that great.
It's not.
It's not like the worst thing. I've seen a lot worse, of course.
Yeah.
I've seen very bad movies. I'm gonna sit you down and make you watch The Room, and that's gonna be one of our episodes.
Yeah, I really don't like bad movies.
It's fun.
Because when I hate very intensely, as is the case with It Follows.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the bottom of your barrel, dude, I wish I had your barrel.
I haven't heard that, but thank you. I think, and I don't really compare my barrel to any other people. I think it's good. I think it's got a nice shape, nice solid barrel. Not too big, not too small.
My barrel is really dingy. Like there's a lot of.
Well,
bad
yeah,
things
you've
in
seen
my-
a lot of bad stuff in your
I've
barrel.
seen quite a lot of bad stuff.
And I shouldn't say like, okay, so I pretty much know when I'm gonna like a movie before I watch it,
Yeah,
and that's how I gauge what I'm gonna watch.
but
I know what I like.
yes, Steven is a very good friend of the show. He's a very good friend of the back row. He's a very close personal friend of ours. But in fact, he asked us to make this episode. He sent us an email. He said, "Hey, guys, can you make an episode on Jaws?" I'm like, we'd be more than happy to, Mr. Steven Berg.
What? What'd you call him?
I meant to call him like Steven to like further imply the bit that we're like he's a good like we're like I was trying to continue the bit where he's a close friend of the show, and then I like accidentally said Mr. and then I said Mr. Steven Berg. It's a little Freudian slip.
Well, no, that's not a Freudian slip.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Is
A
it?
Freudian slip is when you say something that you wanted to say instead of what you were planning to say. You see?
Mm.
So it's like, I think it was Van Wilder, National Lampoon's Van Wilder.
Yeah.
He's giving like the speech at the end. He's like, "Thanks for all the memories." That's a Freudian slip.
Ah. I see. All right. But
Now we've kind of talked about like the beginning of the movie, how they don't show the shark, but how that's scary.
yeah.
That lack of exposure
Mm-hmm.
builds for when they finally do show the shark.
Oh yeah,
finally.
when he's like ripping up the boat and Quint is like in his jaws and like he's
Like,
screaming.
oh my god, that's a very brutal scene.
Oh yeah.
Just, I mean,
he's like stabbing the shark and he can't kill it. He can't.
I mean, he's just being slowly consumed by this giant monster,
Half
and
of him is just in.
it's just like slowly working its way up his body.
Yeah.
And when it crushes down on his torso,
Yeah.
and the blood spurts out, and he just like that scream, it's like, oh, it's haunting.
And also like that scream where he was like, he was the cool
Yeah.
like the cool character who was like, oh look at me, I'm the coolest guy here.
Don't they defy the trope in that movie? Because usually, like, that type of character that Quint plays is the one that saves everyone in the end and becomes the hero. Like, the town outcast kind of.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe. I don't know. I say
okay, because I remember watching it for the first time and thinking, oh, well, he clearly knows everything. He knows what he's doing.
yeah.
He's good at it. He's gonna be the one to kill the shark, and then he just dies. I was like, oh my god, how? Like, it doesn't make sense.
It's a metaphor for life that no matter how much you know you're doing, you could still get blindsided.
Did you just pull that out?
Might have.
Pull it out of your hat?
I did.
It's pretty good.
I know. I was
Deep.
pretty proud of it. I just pulled it out of my hat just now, out of my little fedora.
Which you have on you at all times.
I'm wearing it right now for listeners, faithful listeners. You can get a signed fedora.
Do you sleep in that hat?
No. You can get a signed fedora at our website for
That doesn't
$100.
Or if you just buy a fedora, You should just throw it away because no one looks good in a fedora.
I will sign your fedora.
Don't buy a fedora.
Tips fedora, my lady.
Between your little Japanese cartoon shows and the memes, I can't with you.
I'm sorry that I like memes. Memes are real good. Memes. Anyway, back to Jaws. We were talking about movies. So, we've talked a lot about the first one.
Yep.
And what made it so great. Why don't we talk about how they made 3 other movies?
All right. Well, Jaws 2.
Okay. Here's the thing. I saw Jaws.
That was rude. You interrupted me.
Shut up, though.
Oh.
I saw Jaws. When I first saw Jaws, it was like a 4-movie marathon on a movie channel.
AMC probably.
It was not AMC because it was like uncut. Like there was no commercials. It was like an actual movie channel, like one of those premium movie channels.
Oh.
And it was all 3 of them, and like I DVR'd the third and the fourth one. And so I only watched the second one and the fourth one once. The second one because I've only watched it that one time because it's never on. I never saw it again. And then 3 I've seen dozens of times because for some reason that's on the movie channels that's been on the movie channels all summer, which is pretty funny. And then Jaws 4 was very similar to Alien 4, where I saw it once, forgot most of it, and never touched it again.
It's similar for you.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, it's not like, similar.
Like similar to Alien 4 for me. Watched it once, despised it, never touched it again, never thought of it again. Yep. The only difference is I've been thinking about giving Alien 4 a second chance. Jaws 4, not even an inkling of thought of giving it a second viewing.
After our last show, would you say I convinced you to give it another shot?
No, I've been thinking about it before.
Oh.
You did nothing.
You couldn't just give me that one thing?
No.
Okay. That's okay. I still have Batman Begins.
Yeah, it's the only victory you'll ever have under your belt.
Even if I do convince you, you're never going to admit it.
Nope.
All right. So Jaws 2, okay. Here's the thing. Each one, we'll talk about it. Each Jaws sequel gets slightly worse than the last one, except in the case of number 4, which is just abysmal. But we'll get there. Okay,
that's the one where the shark swims as fast as the plane
and screams. The shark screams.
It growls too, doesn't it?
Roars.
Yeah. Roars, doesn't it? Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's
all right.
hilarious.
So Jaws 2, it picks up. I don't know what, like 5 years or so after the events of the first one.
Don't ask me. I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna say yeah because like they were kids.
Here, I'll pull it up on Wikipedia.
No, I'm not you. I don't need Wikipedia.
Alrighty.
It picks up some years after the events of the first one, and all the main characters come back. So you get except for the people who died,
mm-hmm.
but even Hooper gets an honorable mention in the movie.
Yeah.
So basically.
Yeah, like the orca is also in it. From what I read, the plot right here, it says prior to a new hotel opening on Enemy Island, great white shark ambushes and kills 2 divers, photographing the wreck of the orca.
Yeah.
Yep. That's Jaws 2. The end.
No. So a lot of it is very similar. The shark, not the shark, because the first shark is much deceased.
Mm-hmm.
Another shark comes back, just as big, just as dangerous, and it starts picking people off, almost in an act of vengeance.
Yeah.
Which is why I think that all the sharks in the Jaws series are related.
I don't know. I don't think they are in Jaws 3, because Jaws 3 they clearly explain why the big shark is acting with a vengeance because they caught her kid.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, that's
maybe
great white.
Maybe that's the only exception.
Yeah, Jaws 4 was like, yeah, those other 2 were my bros, and I'm going
Maybe.
That's why it's called Jaws 4: The Revenge. Jaws
Yep.
3 was like, oh, we caught this baby shark and we're going to put it in
We'll-
SeaWorld.
yeah, we'll get there.
See, I
but,
remember that one.
So, most of the story takes place when Chief Brody's son, Michael, and his little brother sneak out and go sailing with Mike's high school friends.
Mm-hmm.
And the shark just
Wasn't there,
starts
like-
terrorizing these kids.
There was like a chick. There was a love interest, right?
Of course, but who cares?
I care. It's drama.
No.
You gotta have drama. Gotta have drama.
All that teenage ridiculousness is probably the least appealing part of that movie.
I bet it is. I bet it's the best part of the movie.
That's not what I said. I said the least appealing.
Yeah, I agree. It's probably the best.
You ever feel like you're talking to a wall? A really mean wall that insults you every time you see it? It's like, yeah, have another cupcake.
Really mean.
It's like, I was just getting a glass of water. That's what I'm dealing with.
The only thing I remember from Jaws 2 is how they kill the shark.
Yeah, so all the kids, well, the ones that live, wind up getting to this. What
It's
was
like
the
a-
island? It was like
It's like a power source island.
It's because of that it connects it to the mainland, which provides the island with electricity.
Yeah.
So all the kids make it there, and then Chief Brody finds them, and the shark is after the kids.
Yeah.
So he takes his paddle and he starts wailing on the thing because sharks are attracted to noise.
Yeah.
So that draws the shark, and then it jumps up and it bites this huge power cable and electrocutes it.
Yep.
The end.
Great movie.
I liked it.
I need to rewatch it, honestly.
I mean,
I have
it feels a little drawn out,
I bet it does.
but it's a good. It's not a superior sequel, but it's still good. Now the third one I also like as well because
The third one is funny.
yeah,
The third
like
one
the
is
okay,
hilarious.
just
Plus, I
the
like the setting. I really like the idea.
actually they filmed in my hometown of Orlando. Oh,
Ooh.
shut up! It's a fun fact. Yeah, they filmed at SeaWorld Orlando for some of the movie. I'm proud of that. Screw you.
He's always talking about Florida.
I have a tattoo of Florida.
I know.
It's my home. What are you proud of? Your hat?
Yeah. Pretty proud of it.
But yeah, it's fun. It's nice. It's a nice change of pace in the Jaws franchise. We get away from
I don't know. No, it's not. No, don't act like it's a nice change of pace.
it
The only
is.
reason
It's different.
It's different, and
It's
that's
different
kinda
than the
why
other three.
That's kind of why I like
Yeah.
it. It's because it's a little bit more different,
Mm-hmm.
and the setting is really good. I love the idea of the SeaWorld setting. And the whole plot is like they catch this great white, and they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna have
The
the
first great white in captivity.
and like it dies
Because
immediately
great whites cannot survive in captivity.
No, they can't. Also, because I thought it was because like, if I remember correctly, she was like, "Oh, keep it in the tank," and they put it on display, and because like all the people were like oogling it, it got like stressed or something. That's the way they shot it. Like that's the way I like interpret it from the way they shot it. Like they were trying to be like, "Oh, the shark got like way too."
I don't think so. I think because they like no great white. Like you can't go to any aquarium and see a great white.
No.
They just can't survive. And I'm sure there's a scientific reason, but I don't know it.
But I'm saying like the way they shot it, to me, I interpreted it as
Okay, I can see why, but I don't think that's
'Cause you remember
the
that
case.
scene,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. The little tiny shark is just swimming and it just kind
and
of
like all these
leans
people,
over
like,
and
yeah, because all these people are like oogling it and like oh wow, and then the shark just goes.
yeah. It's like one of those planes that just start to go down, and then it's kind of sad.
Yeah, it is sad. And then like Mama Shark is like.
Oh yeah, the thing that
You know what the thing I remember from that movie the most is
the effects,
is when the shark
the
is
clay sharks,
when the shark
Yeah.
is just slowly moving
and it's not swimming. It's just gliding.
it's, it's just gliding.
It doesn't do. It's not moving.
It's gliding. And they look up and they're like, and like the shark's just gliding towards them. It's
Yeah.
just going, and then it like hits the screen, and then like this bad like glass breaking
Yeah.
effect goes on the
The
screen.
effects were terrible. But it's like, okay, it's not a bad movie, but it's a little schlocky.
It's schlocky, and that's why it's fun.
Yeah,
it's more,
absolutely.
it's a fun watch.
It's the most fun of the,
It's the most fun of the three.
like, if you want to laugh, watch number 3.
that I will never forget that one shot. Like they did
Yeah.
a great job putting. Like that's why I'll never forget Jaws 3.
Absolutely.
Is because of that one little clay shark just gliding towards the screen, and they're like, oh, and then like it switches the slow motion to them inside like the.
You know,
inside
maybe
the
it's because
control
we've
room.
never seen it in 3D. I
No.
wonder if it's different in actual 3D.
I doubt it.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I doubt it, but I don't think like a 3D.
I kind of want to watch it in 3D though.
I've watched Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D quite a few times.
Yeah. I've done that, and I don't. Nah, whatever.
It's fun. I love Friday the 13th.
I used to. Now I'm all about Michael Myers. But you know what? We're saving that for October.
I could talk for hours about Halloween. But
No. Number 4, which, oh my god. What? Why? Why? Like, Spielberg washed his hands of Jaws after 2,
yeah.
and they got lucky with 3
Yeah,
because
they got lucky that
but-
3. Because 3 made a killing, I believe.
maybe.
Let's check.
Budget time.
I'm pretty sure 3 made a lot of money because it's Jaws, and plus the whole 3D gimmick was going on at the time in the 80s. It's got a 3.6 on IMDb.
Mm.
'Cause it's
I mean, I guess I understand that.
There's the shot.
Oh my god.
The first photo was the shot.
That's awesome. That's all right. If you go to IMDb and look up Jaws 3D, the very first picture is the shot we're talking about.
Where he's gliding.
Just this unmoving, stoic shark that's just.
going. In a later interview, Dennis Quaid referred to this movie as "I was in Jaws." What? Dang.
Somebody's bitter.
See, this guy gave it. See, this guy is
Yeah,
can't be fun.
can't be fun. Of
That's
course.
how I would-
Yeah.
That's how I would spend.
All right, budget. You passed it.
Did I?
Yeah, box office. Okay, so just
It did. It barely made a profit,
20 million and a half was what they spent to make it.
and they made 42 million.
Yeah. So I mean, they doubled it though.
They did double it.
Yeah.
So they did. I was right. They did make a good.
Yeah.
They did make a good amount of money for it.
Which I mean, it kind of explains why they'd want to follow up with
Well, yeah. Like
what's probably the worst mistake.
there's a
ever
reason.
in
Like
movies.
there's 7 Saw movies.
I like the Saw franchise.
I
I
like.
will defend it. Like I know, like it gets repetitive. They call it torture porn, but I like
I
it.
like the first one.
I like all of them. I like the inventive ways that they kept
No,
doing
I like
these.
the I like the traps.
Yeah.
I like the traps, and the first one was good, save the acting. You can't look me in the eye and tell me that the 2 leads in the first Saw.
The
were
2
good.
guys
Yeah.
wasn't bad.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Go back and watch it.
I will.
Go back and watch it,
I will.
and then text me later.
I will. And I'll
Tell
defend
me.
the crap out of it.
No, I've never said it.
Dude,
I love the original Saw.
the Dread Pirate Roberts is in it. He's
Okay.
not a bad actor.
The blonde guy.
Carrie Elwes?
The
Elwes?
blonde guy that is in the room.
Carrie Elwes.
I just want to call my family.
Yeah. No, that's what you saying. If you were in that
No,
situation,
I just
you would
wanted
react
to
the
say
same
it's
way.
something more believable. Anyway,
It's fine. It's good. I like it.
there is a goof. I was right. A mother shark would not have tried to protect her baby. Sharks do not care for their babies as they are born. Yeah, sharks don't
I
care.
think
about
that's
their
true
baby.
because they lay the eggs and then they
Yeah, they don't
swim off.
Like sharks are fish. They don't care.
Yeah.
Like so. Like yeah, the plot was like, oh, I must get revenge for my baby. Anyway.
But appealing to a human standpoint, like that's understandable. Like the only people who would know that is people who have studied sharks.
Yeah,
So
well,
to the mass
I
audience,
know
like
that.
you know that after you just read it.
Well, I knew that before.
Did you?
Yes.
Okay.
Just like how.
If you say so.
What do you mean? If I say so, I already knew the stuff about how the sharks don't just eat people. Why would I not?
Yeah,
know
but I
that?
think that's common knowledge.
Yeah, but I'm saying like I knew it beforehand before I read it.
Okay,
And
I'm
it
just
didn't, like I didn't like I knew it, but I didn't think about it until then.
and I'm just saying that like the knowledge of how animals care for their children is not like something most people can just pull out of their hat. Like that cool quote that you did a little
cool
bit ago.
metaphor.
Yeah.
Cool analysis of
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that was a good analysis.
Yeah. Never gonna forget that. All right, so let's move on to.
Jaws 4,
My God, I hate it so much.
the greatest Jaws film of them all.
Said the liar. But yeah, if you, okay,
The poster's pretty cool.
that's the only thing that's cool about it. Okay, so in
They
Jaws,
in each poster they reused that one shark.
because it became iconic.
Boop, boop.
It's a very iconic image.
I do like the Jaws 3D poster.
Yeah.
As well. The fact that it says all new though, I'm kind of.
All new 30 years ago, 35 almost.
But no, I like the Jaws 3D poster. The
Mhm.
Jaws 2 poster's pretty fun too.
Yeah. Good marketing. But okay, so here's the deal with Jaws 4.
This time it's personal.
It follows. Okay, so sometime
Do you
between
pull that one up?
sometime between the events of Jaws 2 and 4, Martin Brody dies of like a heart attack.
Or something like that.
And it's up to. Okay, so his youngest son, I can't remember his name. I know Michael was the oldest. The youngest son becomes a cop in Amity, and gets eaten by a shark, attacked and eaten
Yeah.
by a shark. Then that just leaves Martin's wife and her son Michael.
Yeah.
So I think they take a trip to like the Caribbean, and Martin's wife falls in love. I keep calling her. What was it? Lorraine. Right. Lorraine Gary was the actress. Ellen Brody was her name. She falls in love with Michael Caine, who unfortunately got saddled with this role, even though he's an incredible actor. The size of a tangerine. I love that line. But yeah, I don't know why he's in this. But they all go down to the Caribbean, and the shark follows them, and it's trying to.
There's a shot. I remember. This is the only thing I remember from the fourth one, is that there's a shot of like her on the plane, and she looks out the window, and the shark is swimming as fast as the plane. I think that's like it has to be from this movie. Like.
Yeah, because it's the only one with a plane.
Like, let me see if I can find it.
No, come on.
No, I mean,
See? It's fine.
anyway,
I believe you, and I think you're right.
I think I'm right. Like, that's the one with the scene
Yeah.
with the plane.
Yeah. Well, look, right. No, that's not it.
I don't know why Michael Caine is in this either.
He's too good for that movie.
Oh, I forgot he's in a helicopter.
No, that's the plane.
That's not the plane.
That's the plane.
Oh, yeah.
It's the plane.
The plane. Wow. Look at that Sharky.
So the whole thing about this movie is that the shark wants to finish the Brody family.
Yeah.
So it tries to kill Michael, his kids, and Ellen. But Ellen is like, no, you're not taking any more of my family. So she fights and I think kills the shark or something.
Yeah, I don't remember it at all.
I remember the banana boat where
Yeah.
the kids are on the, because that like freaked me out because like I'd always wanted to do something like that, and I was like, no, leave the children alone.
See, they weren't gonna ever like kill the kids.
They killed the kid in the first one.
Yeah, they did.
Which is why it's the best. This has been the back row.
Worst actor, Bruce the Shark. Ha ha ha.
What?
The Razzies.
Oh, okay. Wait, but it's not the same shark, so why would they name it Bruce again? Like Bruce the Second, Bruce the Third. Bruce the Mad King shark.
Bruce the Mad King. Mike continues to blast the shark with the impulses, causing it to leap out of the water again.
And scream.
igniting the bomb-
That was so bad.
Igniting the bomb as Ellen steers the sailboat towards the shark while thinking back to Sean's demise, the shark's attack on Thea, and when her husband killed the first shark. The broken bowsprit impales the shark in the exact spot where the bomb is, causing bomb. Wait, Chicken Miley hastily put together an explosive powered by electrical impacts, causing it to explode. Impact, the stream. Seriously injured but alive and conscious, floating in the water. The four survived the harsh crack. Wow.
Yep.
That's an ending.
That is a ending.
That is an ending. Hey, we actually talked about all the talking points we wanted to talk about today.
We did it.
Wow.
It's like the 6th try.
We only got sidetracked a few times.
Or is it 7?
It was 7, I think. There's a
Jeez.
lot of takes. There's a lot of time and effort that goes in the back row.
Yeah. Multiple takes. A lot of frustration.
He was yelling at me a lot.
I'll admit that. But you deserved it.
I didn't deserve
You
it.
deserved it.
I'm a good boy.
No, you're bad cop.
But the final verdict. How about I say we start doing a thing where we give a final verdict of a score. A score when we finish our episodes. Since we're actually finishing this episode rather early.
Yeah.
It's a pretty short episode. See, when we're on track,
all our episodes, we aim to make it about an hour. The first one went a little bit over by 15 minutes or so.
we're gonna. Yeah.
But
like,
yeah,
we have
this
nothing-
one. This one might be just under an hour after everything, but
Because we discussed all we needed to.
we covered all the topics. Hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
So all right, let's go down the list. Jaws 1. What do you think?
9.
I was thinking 9 or 10, so I'll say 9.5. 9.5.
Decimals are for losers.
I'll take it. I've been called a loser all my life. You think you affect me?
I can.
You ant.
You ant.
Jaws 2.
Jaws 2. I don't remember it. I can't give a score.
I say 7.5.
That's pretty high. I'll watch. I mean, I have it DVR'd because I saw it was going to be on. I was like, oh, I need to watch it again.
Jaws 3.
4.
5. And I don't even want to do the last one. I just want to say just
don't watch it.
yeah. I mean, I'm not going to give it a 0 because, it's the conclusion of a story.
I'll give it a 3 because I've seen worse.
I'll give it a 2.
I've seen worse.
I know, but, just basing that by itself, the whole Jaws, if there were no other movies, it was just the Jaws franchise, I'd give 4 2.
All right. I can understand that.
Yep.
I mean, my barrel is a lot worse than your barrel, as we've discussed.
That's true. I don't know. The first time I watched Jaws 4, I was really disappointed.
I was disappointed. I was a young lad.
Yeah. I can't watch it to this day.
I haven't watched it at all. It's been blocked out of my mind. I don't remember anything.
So our overview, check out the first 3 quarters of the Jaws franchise and just forget the last one.
Mainly
You
check
don't-
out the first 2.
Yeah.
Honestly.
You don't need that.
Honestly, you don't even need the second one. The second one's just a little...
And if you're not a movie person, just watch the first one. Just watch Jaws and you're set for life. If you have Jaws in your viewing history,
Yeah.
I have respect for you.
You should have respect for them anyway because they're a human being, DJ.
Yeah, but what does that mean? Let's get philosophical. What is being a human? To me, it's watching movies. That's all.
That's why we made
that's
this
my
podcast.
life.
That's why we made this podcast.
No, but I mean, we jest, but yeah, I cannot recommend the first Jaws enough.
Oh no, no. I
It's It's so essential.
Like, I don't understand how you could not recommend Jaws.
And I'm speaking from personal experience, the only way someone is not going to watch Jaws is if they just absolutely refuse. I've tried. I have done everything but tied up my family members and forced them to watch Jaws. But they don't want to do it.
All right.
Yep.
This has been
The Back Row.
And I don't know what the next episode will be on.
We'll figure it out. No teasers.
No teasers.
Stay tuned. 10 Live, Society of Broadcasters on Facebook.
Like, favorite, and subscribe.
Isn't liking and favoriting the same thing?
No,
I kind of think it
because
is.
favoriting is adding to like a playlist, and then liking is just like clicking the like video.
Okay.
Anyway, we'll see you next time when you decide to sit in the back row. Oh,